Hi again. In this video I want to show you how to create vector shapes and outlines, and I'm talking about this tool here. So let's get a close-up look of it. Now this tool here is the Bezier curve tool, and the way it works is you basically have to create a new layer, but a vector layer, not a paint layer, it's a vector layer. And now if you choose, you've got two options open. You can choose whatever foreground color you want for the fill, or you can choose an outline color or have no outline. So I'm just going to stick to no outlines. And for my foreground color, I'll just choose a bright red. There you go. All right, so the way it works is you can do single clicks and then you'll get straight lines, or you can press and drag and you'll get curved lines. And then when you get back to the start, it'll fill the shape, just like that. Now, once you've got your basic shape, and remember, we're using a vector layer, you can then select the Edit Shape tool, which is this one, click on the shape, and it'll bring up these individual nodes. These are all the clicks that you've done, and press and drag. So you can actually select any node, and if it's a curved node, you can actually bend it even more. You can move it around, and you can really manipulate it with these handles. If it's just a straight corner, straight line corner, you can then just again move it that way and this way and change the shape. So that's pretty cool, and that's editing the shape after the fact. Now if you want to move the shape, if you want to change the color of the shape, you click on this tool, the Select Shapes tool. Now with the two options still open, you can see that you can change the foreground, the fill color. So now we're on fill bucket here. I can change that from a red to an orange, and I can also add a line color. So I can say, well, let's look at the line color. At the moment it's purple. I can make it yellow and so on, but I might just say no line, thank you. And that's how basically you draw a basic shape with the Bezier curve tool. Now I'm going to show you clipping paths, and the way this works is you create a new vector layer on top of the other one, and then you draw another shape. So I'll just draw any shape really quickly, and I might do a couple of curves as well. Why not? And then back to the start. It's going to fill it orange because I didn't realize I specified orange as the foreground color. So I can quickly correct that. I'll just go and select the Select Shapes tool, and over here I can change from orange to another color, blue. Or I can choose a color from here. Doesn't matter where I choose it from, but I can change the color after the fact. So now I've got two shapes on top of each other, or one shape on top of another. So clipping paths works like this. Once you've got your two shapes and you've got one on top of the other, you go to the layer palette, you select both of them, and then you right click and you can group them quickly. That's called a quick group. Or you can go to the layer menu and choose group from there and choose quick group. Now the keyboard shortcut is Command G, so that's a lot quicker. In fact, let's do the keyboard shortcut and I'll show you how quick it is. If you go select both layers, Command G on your keyboard, they're now grouped. Now what's interesting is they're grouped together, which means I can still move them individually with the Select Shape tool. As long as I select the layer from the group, I can still move them within the space there, or I can click on the Move tool, select the group itself up here, and move them both together. Now clipping paths is even more fascinating. Clipping paths allows you to select the shape that's on top, so let's make the green shape on top, and then if you click on this infinite, it's called the Infinite Alpha button, which is right next to the lock. Let me just zoom in for you to give you a close-up look. Okay, so it's this one here. If I click on that, watch what happens to my green shape. It actually goes inside the orange shape, which is great. This is great for creating blends, and let's say you want a pupil inside an eye. This is the way you would do it. I can still go to my Select Shape tool and I can move it within the shape. And I think that's quite funky. And of course I can also change the color after the fact. So have a play around with that and see how you go with your vector lines and shapes.